Hi everybody, Steve here at Olivewood Cemetery or Memorial Park in Riverside, California, and I'm here to visit the gravesite of someone whose name I'm sure is familiar to probably every one of you watching. Travis Alexander was only 30 years old when he was murdered in Mesa, Arizona on June 4th, 2008. His ex-girlfriend, Jodi Arias, was convicted of his murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in 2015. Between the time of his death and her sentencing, this cold-blooded true crime murder made Jodi Arias and Travis Alexander household names across America and, I'm guessing, around the world. It was one of the biggest trials of the century and a complete media circus. Jodi Arias stabbed Travis between 27 and 29 times, slitting his throat and then shooting him in the head. Friends said their on-again, off-again, long-distance relationship had been a very tumultuous one, but no one expected it to end in such a tragic way. Apparently, they had been together for about a year and a half. As if dating wasn't already scary enough, I think so many people could probably relate to this story because it really was a real-life fatal attraction. I think that's something lots of singles deal with, the fear of meeting someone who's going to do harm to you. When I first read that Travis was laid to rest right here in Riverside, just 45 minutes away or so from where I live in Palm Springs, I was kind of surprised and wondered why, since he was murdered in Mesa, Arizona. But after reading a little bit about him, I discovered that he was born right here in the city of Riverside. As you can see, the gravesite is very easy to find. It's just inside the front gates to the right, and the cemetery is very easy to find. It's just off the 91 freeway on Central, I think it's Central Avenue. You can actually see the freeway from his gravesite. And this is a Sunday, so maybe there are no trains running on Sundays, but right here are train tracks. So all day long, trains run by this cemetery, and it's pretty cool, I think. I was here, must have been 4 or 5 years ago, on the other side, the cemetery, well, the same cemetery, just divided by Central Avenue. And the other side is much older and more historic, and I was just walking around looking at all the grave sites, and all of a sudden I hear a train whistle, a very loud train whistle, and it definitely got my attention. Well, that's kind of sad. I was waiting for the caboose. No caboose. And obviously I was wrong about no trains running on Sundays. As soon as I said that, within 30 seconds I heard the train coming. Anyway, what I was starting to say before the train went by, he didn't live a very long life, but I'm pretty sure his story and his legacy is going to live on forever. I don't think anyone is going to forget Travis Alexander. Let's hope they forget about Jodi Arias and just remember Travis Alexander. Until our next trip to the cemetery together, thanks for sharing the memories, everybody.